Recording? Yeah, it's recording. We are trying to open up a door. You cannot open it up from the inside or the outside. And you can't open it up from the inside. Both the locks work. The lock actuator works, which is what you normally replace on these Celicas. This is generation 6 Celica. You can see the lock doesn't go all the way closed. It's like jammed. You can't open it with the key. But you can see the stuff moving down in here if you open up the window. You can see it down in there, and it's going to be hard for me to show you what it looks like, but we're going to show you how to get this door open one way or another, because there's no one online that shows you how to do this, and the dealers don't even know how to do it. You can see the lock down there. It's not the actuator that's bad. It's the actual lock mechanism itself that's bad. You move the flashlight towards the car more. Here. You can kind of see it down there. Right there is the actuator, and to the right of that is the actual lock mechanism. We think we figured out a way how to pop it open with a rod. We got this rod here, and this is not to be a great video because this is a as we go kind of thing. I just wanted to do it because I didn't find it online. Saw a lot of people looking for this online and not finding anything. All right, you cannot lock it from the inside, unlock it from the outside or the inside. It will not open. So we'll be right back. Okay, you have to take the back seat out. Crap, can I flashlight? Take the back seat out. You can look online how to do that. There's different for each generation. It's not that too difficult. 4 bolts in the back. It pops out. The bottom seat, you roll forward and pop out. It's got 2 little clips that it hangs onto. Over here. Over here, there's a clip somewhere right in there, and you slide it up and back and out, and like roll it forward from the back. We're trying to get into the lock from here. I took the side panel off, and we're going to bend this panel forward without cutting it. Otherwise, you're going to have to cut it to get to the lock, and then we're going to go from there. I don't know if you can see; it's hard to see what we're doing, but basically, you want to take the back panel off from the back seat. At least halfway off. That's not super hard either. We had to break it a little bit to get it off, but we're going to fix that. And then we're opening this up here, this side panel, which you can't get off without the door closed. So we're just going to take it halfway off. Once we have to cut it, we will, but we're going to try and get it off, get in there and pop that lock, or take the bar off that the lock latches onto, the actual mechanism that holds the door shut. Sorry, this video sucks. I'm not a good photographer. I'm just showing you this because people say it can't be done, but we're going to do it. All right, thank you. Bye. Oh yeah, we're also trying to get the seat out, front seat, so we can have more room to work and pull this forward. But it's hard to do because you can't open the door. So we're going to figure that out too. Probably pull it to the side and pull it out to the side maybe. Right. Bye. I'm recording. All right. You got the seat out. Pulled it out the driver's passenger window, extended it like we were laying down on it. Look at that money. And we got the seat out, pulled it out the driver's side window. Now we get access to get in here and work on shit without breaking the panel or cutting it. Here's the side panel for the passenger side. That light, can you turn that light like not bright? And then we're gonna get down in here. And this is the back panel that we took off. When we take that off, we had to take the back seat off. And now we're going to go to it. Let's see if I can get a good view of them down there. We're going to get into there. Right. That light's too bright. We're going to get in there and pop that lock with a screwdriver maybe, or pry bar. We were going to take the studs off the back. We might still have to do that. With cut a groove in it with a Dremel, take them out like with a screwdriver, back them out, because there is enough room in here to back those screws out and drop that U stud off. Here, I'll show you what it looks like over here. If you look at this right here, God, that light's bright. Those two can't be taken out because the door is closed and you can't open the door. We were going to go through the back side screw those out back from the back. There's enough meat on the back of them. I pulled one out and looked to cut a Dremel slot in it and take them out backwards. You know what I mean? With the screwdriver. That's what we were originally trying to do, but we're going to skip that step and see if we can pop the lock first. We're going to get to this with a screwdriver and pop it. All right. Okay, I got the lock mechanism out without cutting the interior door, and I got the door unlocked. There's a little mechanism right down there that wasn't being pushed. I'll take this off and show you so you can see. This is from the other side panel door. I took it apart to see how I could unlock the busted one from the top window. I took a long screwdriver, probably about 2 feet long, and I jimmied it until that little tab moved. I'll show it to you in a second. Hang on. When you take this off, you have to pop these rods. There's one, two. This is for the latch. This is for the door handle to open it, and this is for the inside one. This is for the outside one. This is for the outside one. This is for the lock. It locks it in, locks it off. This is the power lock. Locks it on, locks it off. But to get these off and pull this out of your if you have to, you just pop these off. They swing like that, and these come right out. Where did it go? God, I hate this phone. This goes in there after you swing it, pulls right out after you swing this off. Okay, and that's how I got this one off, and this one off, and then I took these 3 screws out here, which is on the back of your door, where it latches into your door to close your door, and pulled it out. It's not that hard. Just have to take your time and not break anything. And then I'll get this off and you'll see what I'm talking about. This little piece right here unlocks the door. Push it down. You gotta find that from the top of the window, where the window is. Take the window trim out. Roll the window down. You'll have plenty of room. Get a friend light down there. I did it by myself, so you should be able to do it. When you lock it, this is tripped. Either way, that's locked or unlocked. So when you push down on this part right here, which is opening using the handle, it opens the lock. If this is up, back up, when you do it, see it's closed. It's closed. And then this is locked, and you push down on the handle, it's going to completely miss the tab, see? So you have to get something long and straight. You're going to be looking from the top here. I'm showing it from the side. Got to get something long and straight. Come down through the plastic, around the plastic, push that down to unlock the door. If it's locked or unlocked, if you get that, usually if it's locked, this is going to be out of the way. If it's unlocked, it's going to be in the way. So if it's in the way, that's a good thing. You should be able to open it with the handle. But if you can't open it with the handle, it's because this thing is not fully all the way over here to push on this little thing I'm showing with the pencil. Push that down, this right here, it'll open the door. This is what the locks look like. This is the lock that comes from the handle, and it flips like this. Where'd it go? God, I hate this camera. Like that. That's the door lock on the inside. Little flip one you flip, and then also this is the key lock. Is right here, and you can flip it with that too. Right here, comes out here, and that goes to your key. You can flip it with that. I need a third person here. This is ridiculous. You push that handle down. It locks it, unlocks it. See? Lock. 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 Unlock. It's the same thing that this thing does. This one pushes it from over here. Right there. That little thing, it pushes that. And this one pushes this. And locks it, unlocks it. So this is, if you can't open your door from either side, it's because this locking mechanism is not fully unlocking your door from either side. So that means this is probably broken. Or jammed. Or this thing is jammed halfway. This was stuck halfway for me. Halfway to being locked and unlocked. Alright, sorry I wasn't better at showing you but how to get this out, but it's not that hard to get out. You can look at other tutorials how to get the back seat out. I took the back seat out. I took the front seat out, which is not hard, 4 screws. There's other tutorials online that you can easily find out how to do that, and it's different for every Celica. I think there's 46 different variations of the 6th generation Celica. So this is getting this out or unlocked to open the door so you can get this out is crucial. That's the little tab you got to get to right there. I don't care how you do it, but if you look straight down at it like this, you just put something down there and hit that tab. See it? Right where my thumb is. See? That tab's in the way now, but that's good because that means you can unlock it with a handle. This tab's out of the way. You should see the tab like that. You can drill a hole in the plastic if you want to see it better. I just kind of lined it up where I thought it was, and I pushed with a rod, a little long screwdriver, and popped right open. Thank you. Bye. Turn the light on here. This is my view for getting the rod down there. Right down in there. Just to the right of that little round disc looking thing. And you go to the plastic part. Right, I can't really show you. But that was my view. If you go to the far right of the picture where you see the white plastic stops, focus you boob. I suck at this. This is about how it looked too when I was working on it, because I'm blind. I'm half blind. I'm a military veteran and I'm losing my eyesight. So, because of stupid shit I did in the military. For your country! Yay! It's hard to see. There's that little gap there. I shoved it right down. It's the right bottom. And I shoved this thing down there. This long wad daddy, and I pushed it and it popped right open. Wahoo. I'm going to take these off here too, behind the plastic. Try not to pull the plastic all the way off because it is a weather guard. Keep moisture out of the car and stuff, and I'm trying to not pull it all the way off. And the panel's off. There's the 2 screws there. 1 screw there. Now we're going to take that off. This is plastic over your latch. Got to take all these bars off. You just flip these clips like I showed earlier. You flip the clip and it comes right off. You got to pop this off too. Be careful, I use a small screwdriver to pop that off. You don't want to break that. It's just like a giant trim tee. And you got to take the latch off for this one back in here. And take this off. You push that in and pulls this out. Push the center of this in. And it helps pop that out. And we'll get to it. Stop. Stop. I just used this screwdriver. Went in here and just pried underneath here, gently underneath the metal. And that popped right back out, right out. But you can see if you took a little needle nose or something, it might help from the back side too. Or pair pliers, it just pops out. It's got a little nipple on it. Okay. Right. Is the video recording? Mm-hmm. You flip this thing. You just. It's not as strong as I thought it was. You flip it this way without breaking it. Should gotta do it on all of them while it's not coming off, is it? Doesn't like me. Should just flip with your fingers. Man. Stop it. I just push a little harder. It swings off like that, and then you pull this out like that. Now the rest of them are the same way down in here to get them off, but this one up here too, you flip it off, and this one you flip off. This one I think I flipped off here, and you have these two. It's going to come out with the whole unit. You're going to want these on here to check it out anyways. All right, I'll get back to you. I pushed this in with this, the thing I took out, this little knob pushes right in. This should come right out after I do that. I can tell my fingernails, and I got weak fingernails. Done. Now my son is going to take this off. Can't see. I don't want to move too much. I'm in a good spot. I'm going to take those 3 bolts out to get this part of the latches. This is the whole part of the whole latch. I'm going to take those 3 bolts out. Here, here, and there. Thanks. Thing off that wasn't here. This kind of just hangs here. You can leave it there. This pops out of here, and then this, after you get those screws out, this just kind of pops out. It holds held in by that where the blue thing was. Just be gentle and don't break it for the side. All there is to it, this thing should pop right out now. Yeah, maybe if I put a flashlight up in there. Here the beast is. Keeping you from getting in your car. Look at it. Look at the corrosion on here. Talking to the people on U-Schlube. U-Schlube. U-Schlube's gonna go away and get replaced by boob tube. See, look at all the corrosion on that. This thing is getting stuck up. Where is it? This thing right here. We'll just sit there and do this. It wouldn't move. And this is supposed to move, and it wasn't. We're gonna find out why. Either jammed, broken spring, just not moving the way it should. Not moving the way it should. Look at all that crap. How'd that get in there if it was all sealed up? Surprised there's not a mice nest in here. Mice's nest. Wow. All right, let's find out what's going on with it. I'm gonna take this off and this off so I can clean that up, that corrosion on there up. Maybe put some oil on it, and so I can get this. I got to take this plastic piece off so you can get a better look at, or I can, or we can, whatever. Take that screw off and we're on our way. That did not want to come off. Russ was holding that in there, right in here. I gotta take that off with a pair of pliers, gently though, because that stuff can break easy. You gotta clean that off. Jeez, look at all that crap. Probably from a loose handle, water getting in the handle until it'll just get loose after a while. The latch, where the lock is. This is how it works. This is your lock, your door lock, lock, unlock. When it's locked, that right here, this is your door handle, just doesn't do nothing. It works, but it's not pushing, engaging anything. This is what you got to get to. That's unlocked. Now it's going to push on that. See how it's kind of off a little bit? What happens is it got locked like this, and it kind of just caught like that. So you couldn't unlock it and you couldn't open it, but you couldn't unlock it. It's kind of jammed like right here, probably because of for sloppy mechanisms. Corrosion needs to be cleaned up. The spring might be, oh, there it is. There's the problem right there. This spring is broken. That's how it was getting jammed. It wasn't returning, so it would get jammed in here. It wasn't returning like it was supposed to up here out of the way. So it was catching, kind of getting jammed between locked and unlocked. That's how I found it. It's like you couldn't lock it, you couldn't unlock it, you couldn't open the door, because this was getting jammed in between. That's how you open it. Now when you got to open it, and this is for cars that you can't open on the inside, you can't unlock from the inside or the outside, or open from the inside or the outside. It's this thing here you got to find and push. Got to get this out of the way, but if this is in the way and you can push it down, that'll unlock the car. But what you want to do is actually lock the car, make sure it's locked as you can get to get this out of the way, and then you get a small thing from the top. Here would be the top part, would be your window up here, and you look down, maybe have your friend or your buddy or Jesus Christ or somebody, you know, God loves us, push that latch and it'll open this. I'll prove it to you right here. I'll latch it, it's latched, and I'm sneaking in here with a piece of a long screwdriver or something stiff. Boom, it's open. See, it was latched, now it's open. There you go, kids, gotta replace that spring. After 3 hardware stores, I found what I think spring that'll work at a True Value. I don't know if it's a national chain or not, but True Value hardware store had one that looks like it'll work. It's the closest I could find. Without going to the junkyard or the dealer, I don't think the dealer would sell me just a spring. They'd probably sell me the whole front of the car. Knowing them. Right, I'm going to put that in, see how it goes. Didn't want to record there for a second. Alright, just took a pair of needle nose. Got the spring on here. Wasn't that hard. It works really good. I think this spring is a little bit stronger than the other one. Can't really move it while I'm filming it. It works pretty good. Goes back in place. So this down here doesn't get jammed with the actual latch that releases the latch release. Pulls this out of the way nice. This whole thing, that spring, pulls this out of the way when you let the door handle down. And this goes to the door handle. And also this goes to the door handle. And that goes to here. And that moves the door handle too. That moves the spring also. Can't get it to do it with one hand. Alright, but that's the door handle on the inside. This is the door handle on the outside. That moves that. This spring keeps that out of the way when you're locking or unlocking. If this gets stuck down here, you can't unlock it or lock it. Just stays stuck in the between. So the door won't open from the inside or the outside, or unlock from the inside or the outside. So you have to take the rear inside panel off to loosen the front panel, to see down the window crack, to push this thing. We're going to put this back in to open the door, and we're going to put this back in and see how it goes. Thanks, bye.